Hey, we're back. I think I pressed a button. I'd already done a whole heap of stuff. And the bloody button had turned off. So that's alright. Look, it's Adam at Retro Electric Guitars. And here in front of me, I have my newest little acquisition, which has come through from the United States of America. And it's a curious little beastie. It's to the best of my knowledge, period correct for the 60s. But I don't care whether this thing's from the 60s or the 70s. I'm going to assume it's not from the 1950s. But it seems to be in relatively good condition. I have plugged it in, and the output jack is cactus, which they usually are. Single volume and tone control. It's a little bit of give in it. The tone works and the volume works, so that's a good thing. The output jack's no good, so that'll need to be replaced. And I haven't actually come across one of these guitars yet that I buy that doesn't need the output jack replaced. So that's the first thing. I love this little shape. It's a tiny little thing. It's like, if you look at it next to me, I'm not a huge guy, but I'm not little bloke. So very thin. It measures at I'm just going to roll that paper over. It's measuring at 3, just on 3, probably. Oh, I've done that on the shallow. Sorry, I've done that on the forearm contour. So it was giving me a dodgy reading. Just under 3 centimeters. Don't know if you can see that. So it's just sitting under about 3 centimeters. It's actually sitting at about 28 millimeters, and which is thinner than the bodies that I use for my ply guitars. It's got pearloid neck dots. There's no side dots. It's very rare to find side dots on these little puppies, and there's no binding, which tells me that this is a real student model instrument. The pick guard itself has there's a tiny little bit of warping from age, but there's no breaks, there's no snaps, which is really nice. It's like a black foil pickup. As far as I can tell, it's a Kawai pickup. But having said that, there are many of the pickups were made by, I'm going to say a Japanese name, and I'm probably going to say it wrong, Matsumoto, but I'm probably wrong, so please don't quote me on this, okay? But many of these pickups were bought out of house and then brought in to these different companies. So I'm going to say straight up it's not a Teisco, but I might be wrong. I don't think it's a Teisco. One of the reasons I don't think it's a Teisco is because of the headstock. And the headstock isn't angled for a start. A lot of Teisco guitars had an angled headstock. Okay, and the other thing is that the Teisco guitars generally, now this is Teisco before the Kawai takeover in 1967. All right, so, and please, again, this is to the best of my knowledge, so please don't quote me. I'll just just doing the best I can with the information that I'm learning as I go. So I might still be wrong. So it's not gospel, please. So the machine heads all look original. And all function really, really nicely. They're very smooth. They're very, very smooth. And they do look original because they've tarnished. There's a couple of knocks and bumps. It's very clean. Some stickers are missing. Now I'm curious as to why the stickers are missing. There's another sticker missing down here. Now, here's the tricky deal. I'm trying to track down which types of companies put the sticker behind the neck plate, which brings me to the neck plate. It's off angle. Can you see that?